Okay, post-holiday 4th of July update, even though it's a few days later than that. I had a great 4th of July. I had a great holiday. It started on Friday with a visit to the dentist. That wasn't a problem, by the way. The only issue that was a problem was when they used words like cut. We have to cut the bridge out. We have to move your gums apart, spread your gums apart. Oh my God. Thank God I do not worry about the dentist. Give me the Novocaine, I'm good to go. Plus, there was a food show on the flat screen in the office. And so just put a food show on, you can do anything to me. That was fine. That started it. And that was the only thing I did. Went to the office for a couple hours, but the holiday started on Friday. The real holiday story was the next day, where I went on the 4th of July. I had a blast. Let's just start with I had a blast. I went with my friend Kathy to her relative's house, a million relatives on her father's side of the family. They were great people. She speaks highly about her father. I know a couple of her relatives, her cousins, love them. And I had a blast at Robert's house. So here's how it went. Kathy invited me to join her when she found out that I had no plans for the holidays. And I said, okay, that would be fun. Love to meet more of your relatives. She then told me, I offered to drive, of course. Why? Well, because Kathy's not really well. And she fell off a stepladder about 5 or 6 weeks ago, did not go to the podiatrist until a couple weeks ago when she found out she had fractured bones. I'm thinking they're broken because she's in serious pain. Kathy does not go to the doctors immediately. But she left the podiatrist. Well, the first one she went to, by the way, she waited 45 minutes and left mad. Then she goes to another one, doesn't leave mad, gets treated the boot. She gets the boot put on because she has to hold the foot together. And after 2 weeks, they'll recheck her and see if surgery is needed. I'm a little concerned it is needed. But Kathy's not happy wearing the boot because the boot hurts. She said that her legs swelled up with the boot on, so she took the boot off. The boot comes into play shortly. So Kathy invites me to her relative's house. I accept and I said, I'll drive. And she said, great, I know the way, don't worry about it. And I said, okay, that's fine. As I'm nearing her house, she says, do you have any kind of GPS on your phone? Do you have MapQuest? I don't really know where it is. Okay, fine. Yes, I do. We can get there. As long as you have the address, we're good. She has the address. So I came to her like a nice little holiday hostess because I like being a good house guest and a good hostess. So I made coffee for her in the office. I stopped in the office, had to do a couple things, made her coffee because I have to-go cups with the lid, and I put cinnamon. So it's a Keurig. And so I fill the Keurig thing with coffee that I grind personally myself. So fresh beans, everything has to be perfection. And I put cinnamon on it. My friend Guadalupe told me how to do that, taught me that. So that gives it that extra little zest. And it makes people say, hey, what's in this coffee? It's really good. It's just me. I made it. Anyway, so I have that ready in the console for her because since she's not really in the best shape, she doesn't get up early to make coffee. It was noon. Oh, and plus her house is torn up. Yes, all of her pipes were leaking everywhere. All of the pipes have to be changed out. She's living in boxes. It's horrifying. I've been there. Neatly arranged boxes, but it's beyond belief. There's plastic separating in all the doorways before you go in or out of any room. There's only one bathroom that can be used. It's hers. Can't cook anything. The refrigerator works, but the house is not really usable. She should be living at the Four Seasons or the Beverly Hills Hotel. Anyway, We're supposed to hear the instructions. We're supposed to, like a million people are coming. We're supposed to all bring what we want to eat, like our meal, and then something for everybody else. So I went to California Chicken Cafe. I got a giant salad for me with wonderful things, chicken, avocado, all this great stuff. And then for the rest of the people, my famous dill pickle potato chips, it is the fourth, Trader Joe's, dill pickle mustard, Trader Joe's, cherries, the largest cherries you've ever seen in your entire life from Sprouts, and oh, Golden Selection pineapple from Sprouts, like the deepest, darkest yellow, sweetest pineapple I've ever eaten, like always sweet. And we have to bring our own utensils and napkins. And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, what does the host do or the hostess? All they do is they're there. They don't have to do anything. They just invite people over, bring all the food, bring all the utensils, and I'll just like be there. Well, I want to host something and do the same thing. So I did what I was told, put my bag in the trunk. So I go to pick Kathy up. She said, okay, I'll be ready in 3 minutes, but I need help with all the bags. I'm like, all the bags? What do you mean, all the bags? You're one person, one meal. Okay, I'll help, whatever you want me to do. 8 bags. There were 8 bags. Now, because she has the foot issue, of course, I'm going to help her. And in one of the 8 bags was the boot. The boot she's supposed to be wearing is in the bag. And we're supposed to take it from her house to the relatives and back, but it's not on her foot. And then in another bag is a little shawl. It's 89 degrees out. A little shawl in case she gets cold. And she has her cane. And then God knows what's in all these other bags: food, utensils, napkins, all this stuff. 8 fucking bags. All right. So we load up the car. I put the address into the, GPS thing, and we're on our way. Well, she disagrees with the directions to the house. I'm trying to listen to the directions and she's chatting away. I said, Kathy, I can't do both. I can't listen to directions and talk with you. Let's wait till we get on the freeway. And then when we have a little while to drive, she said it was an hour away, then let's talk. Except she doesn't agree with the GPS. And she says, no, that's not the way to go. I'm like, look, I'll listen to you or I'll listen to the GPS. Bottom line, I know how to go back home. That's all I care about. So she directed me. Plus, it was a team effort. We got there. We got there in half an hour. It was amazing. And she loved the coffee, by the way. Loved the coffee. And so it pleased her and it pleased me that I thought of her and did something sweet for her as the hostess of the car. So we get to the house. Robert is the name of the man who owns the house. He's in his 70s, retired teacher from University of Southern California at USC. Lovely, lovely, lovely man, lovely daughters, lovely family. And the best part of it was the animals. The animals were outstanding. He rescues animals. So he has in his garage in a large cage the 5 little kittens that were just born. Oh my God, I couldn't wait to go see them. And they hissed at me. Well, 2 of them were just stunned. The others hissed at me like, I love cats. What are you talking about? I can be really nice to you. I could actually consider giving you a home, but not now. You hissed at me. And then we went into the other room to see Mama Cat, who he said was feral. And I said, well, I'll be the judge of that. So I stood there because I'm used to GW outside. He's a feral cat and he now comes in the house. No, I can't touch him, but at least he comes in the house. Mama Cat came over to me and let me pet her. I loved Mama Cat. So skinny though. And then outside were the chickens, the hens. And there was one that kept coming over to me whenever I called it. I was in animal heaven. And then Aunt Norma, who has high level dementia, brought her little 6-year-old fluffy, small dog that looked like a baby dog. And that dog was so cute. So I had to play with the dog. So we had a really, really great time. And we came home and that was absolutely wonderful. So, do you remember the house guest rules that I did a little video on the end of last year after my Thanksgiving visit to a friend in Palm Springs? What's the other thing we do when we're a guest in somebody's home? The thank you note, the handwritten thank you note, not a bullshit email or text. No, you need to get out the stationery. You need to have monogram stationery. If you don't, you go buy some good stationery in the store. I happen to have monogrammed, of course. Gold W for Weigel. And I hand wrote a note. And I told Robert how lovely it was to be there, to meet his family, to meet his animals, what a great heart he had, and that I would love to be invited back again. No, I didn't say that. Watch, I get an invitation. They're going to say, Judy, invite Kathy. Can Judy come back? Well, I hope they say that. I would love it if they said that. I love that family. I want to be with that family more. So it was a lovely 4th of July. And the next day, Sunday, I just hung out with little Bethina. Now, we did leave around 6:30. We left in the daylight before the fireworks so that Bethina would not be scared being by herself at my house, because honestly, the fireworks are all over the place near where I live, because we've got this great shopping center called the Grove, and they do regulated fireworks at the Grove, which is up the street. So it sounds like it's in your house. It was a lovely 4th of July. I hope you had the same. I ate well, out to lunch with Judy on a daily basis, but I just wanted to share with you what I did. And again, the etiquette involved in being a guest is really important, because we never want to look like we take people for granted, and they're not appreciative that they have allowed us to join them. So that's my little etiquette tip for visiting people anytime, especially the holidays. All righty, feeling it all for you.